Good afternoon. It is July 4th, 2026. It is approximately 2:25 p.m. in my locale. It is America's 250th birthday. And so today, instead of doing a rune poll or telling you about the weather, I'm going to tell you two things. We're going to talk about, number one, what's going on here. Number two, we're going to talk about what's going on with the 250th celebration. So the first thing going on here is that half the lake is closed because there is a fire about 2 miles down the road, and they are still trying to get it contained. They're using the back half of the lake, well, front half of the lake, to pull water at the lake, and to fight the fire. This makes it challenging to me because it means half my lake bathrooms are now closed, and everybody's clustered in one place, so I got to constantly keep going back down over and over and over again. Many people are not coming out because they're a little leery of the fire. Our campsites are very low in capacity right now. We just don't have anybody that's coming out. And that's okay. That makes sense. Okay, so America's 250th. I will be honest. I didn't think we were going to get here. I thought we would have been fractured beyond anything to get across this finish line. And I think that we are limping, and I think that we're bleeding, and everybody else with the purple hair and they're black and they're muzzy and they get a free bus ride, a box lunch, and pre-made signs to yell and have a tantrum about today. It's so bad, and as a history lover, okay, the three most important cities really in pre-revolution and revolution: Boston, New York City, Philadelphia. Guess which three cities have lefty commie mayors who canceled celebrations today? These cities are the ones. Boston, it's where it all started. That's where finally everybody got together and went, yeah, let's do this. New York, the original capital of the United States. Philadelphia, where they wrote and read the Declaration of Independence. Near Valley Forge, near all these. No, we can't have any celebrations. No, even though these are the most historic places for pre-revolutionary and revolutionary war. No. You ever get the feeling that somebody just doesn't want you to have a party? Unhappy people don't want you to have a party. Now, I remember in 1976, I was about 7, okay? Everything was red, white, and blue. Everything. Even the lawn chairs my mother bought us to watch the parade were red, white, and blue, okay? Everybody was proud. Everybody was crazy. Fireworks, everything. It was just this amazing party, you know. Even the parade in the middle of nowhere came down the street, and it was pretty big for a 7-year-old thinking it was the biggest thing you saw. And everybody was patriotic. Everybody. You couldn't find somebody who wasn't. Everybody was unified. This is America. This is our 200th. This is really cool. Everybody. Everybody. Now, I look out and I go, hey, man, I was in that parade and everything else. I remember my mother saying, this is what America's about. This is what we're supposed to love and cherish and maintain. This is it. And I think she was talking more about the emotions of being part of something bigger and defending that and loving it and cherishing it. You know, my first house in Audubon always had an American flag outside of it. Always. It was one of those antique ones because the house was old, so kind of the motif always took care of it. Everything was taken care of. Now it's 2026. And I look outside and I'm looking for that American spirit or exceptionalism or anything else. And I see lowered standards. UCLA medical students all jumping up and down because they lowered the standards for the testing to go to your third year of medical school. Amazingly enough, they all seem to be black and female. I look outside and I see black people killing people, harming each other, and, they're being let go with a signature bond and a warm cookie. That isn't the America I know. They don't look like me. They don't act like me. They don't share my values. Who are these people? Who let them in? I look at Texas and I see 1,200 mosques, and I see them trying to install their Stone Age anger into places where we're supposed to be the first world. Who are you people? Who let you in? You don't look like me. You don't act like me. You're not assimilating as an American. How did you get in? That's not my America. That's not the America I understand. I see purple hair, septum ring, suicidal empathy, screaming, yelling, tantrums in the road, people blocking traffic, and I look and I go, and they vote. Who are these people? They don't share my values. This isn't the America I understand. How did they get here? And why did we keep letting that happen? I look out and I see, any other number of illegals who are scamming, fraud, election fraud, and it's done right in your face, and they're going, ha ha, and nothing seems to happen to them. Wait a second. That's not the America I understand. People like that, they go to jail because they're defrauding the public. And they're not even supposed to be here in the first place. They should be ejected out of here. Those aren't my values. They don't look like me. Who are these people? Who left the door open? Obviously, we have a problem here. Election integrity blown. We have a Congress. We have a House and a Senate. And they can't seem to get done the will of the people. Even when 80, 90% of people are like, we want this, they can't seem to get it done. Those aren't my values. That's not the way the government operates, the way my civics class taught me. And we can't even trust the electoral system, so we don't even know if they're there legally. Who are these people? They don't share my values. They're not like-minded. How did they get in their chairs? How? Did they cheat? Probably. So as I look out and I see people that don't look like me, act in the way I was taught to behave, share my values, like-minded, have something to offer beyond troubles and pain. So my answer is, America's 250, can I clap or should I just go like this? It was good while it lasted. We just made it over the finish line. It's kind of hard to get excited when the country you were born, taught, and educated to love, cherish, honor, and to move those values and that form of exceptionalism and those things forward, and you're told you're white, you're straight, you're male, you're middle-aged, you're Northern European stock, you're bad. I understand your people built everything, designed everything, concerned everything, but guess what? We're going to take it because we deserve it, even though we didn't even pick up a goddamn finger to do a damn thing about it. And even if we did pick up our fingers, our group mean IQ is too low to have even achieved the bar of the idea. This is America. Communists in social office? This is America. This is the America I was told was existing. than the America I was told to love. This is not the America that said these are the values we hold. It's not, at this point in time, America is, in my mind, an ideal. And it's held by me individually, you maybe individually, but it is not a unified front. It is not a nation. It's just a name of a place with a whole bunch of crappy people who are ripping each other off, and the courts allow it. The government doesn't do anything to help the people. It's not the America I was taught. I was taught they were supposed to stick together. We were supposed to help each other. Well, now when you help somebody, you might get sued. So where's that America, hometown, help everybody, stick together thing? It's gone. It's blown. So as happy as I am we made it here, the only thing I can really say about making it here is we limped across the finish line. And America is on life support. And the hardest part is that there is some no habla, purple hair, septum ring, tugging at the life support equipment because their iPhone needs a charge. Which, of course, our tax dollars paid for it. This is not America. This is not the way it's supposed to be. And more importantly, I hear this a lot, we don't have to live like this. We just don't have the will to change it and go back to an America that we all loved and cherished and understood. So unless we all, all these individuals stand up as one front and go, no more, and fix it, it's just going to continue to degrade. And we're going to slide from our second world country to our third world country. So America, God bless you. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. It's been a rough run. I keep it day by day because I don't know when the balkanization is going to start. I just know where I have to go. So I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you are thinking about the people that George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, people like that, who put their lives on the line, literally, in order to create this wonderful place, which we have then taken, squandered, wasted, and now there's graffiti and feces on the wall because we can't get rid of the problems we pumped in. I would be very pleased to see those problems simply picked up and removed. I don't discriminate. I don't care if you're purple with a snorkel on your head. You're not here illegally. You're defrauding the public. You're creating violence and harm. You're trying to install a Stone Age religion. Just pick you up, take you away. I don't care if they dump you into the ocean. You're not supposed to be here, and you're dragging everything down. Dragging everything down to the third world level. And this is all by design. We know that there's people and groups that are doing this by design. We also know that one of those groups right now, they're acting so overtly now, they're not hiding their behavior. And so now everybody's screaming and yelling, and they're going, look, look, look. And everybody's going, bad, 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 call your names, because you called out what you saw. Please don't stop doing it. So what I'm going to do is keep this short and sweet because it's nearly time for me to go back down to the lake and check it all out all over again. I know that you guys may be going out to large gatherings and things like that. Please, if you don't have to, don't. If you choose to, stick together. Mind the kids. Keep your phones away from your faces. Use good situational awareness. Use positive stereotyping. And have some form of personal protection. Whatever that means to you is what that means to you. And don't be afraid, because the will to act, don't let it be the highest hurdle. You see somebody doing something jerky, take them down. Yeah, you're going to get blamed. Yeah, you're going to get... Take them down anyway. If they try to arraign you or they try to convict you, just go, if you would like to convict me for a public service, I helped a lot of people, lock me away. You make your decisions. However, like I said, because today is supposed to be a day of celebration, please remember our founding fathers. Please remember every single person that shed blood to keep us free, open, a capitalistic society that is not dependent on government and tries to remove government and make it as small as possible. We had some very smart people that did their very, very best, and they did a fine job. And I, for one, would like to go back to that fine job, because the people worked, the system worked, and there were no real drains on society. And those that were damaging it were punished swiftly, harshly, and completely. So, please enjoy your 250. I'm going to go back down to the lake. But again, food for thought. You think George Washington would have put up with this? Do you realize our ancestors went to war over a 2% tax? 2. And went absolutely batshit on them. And yet we are sitting around in a train and watching a nice lady get stabbed in the neck and nobody does anything. And we're not going absolutely berserk on it. We've lost our will to fight. We really need to find that. Happy 250, America. I don't know how long we got left, but we'll do our best to enjoy it as much as we can.